Hey you guys, so Lucia Tepper was doing a video about something along the lines of if we're putting too much faith in influencers, and she had a look through her makeup collection and was like, okay, so what items did I buy on my own accord that was not influenced by social media influencers, YouTube, Instagram, Treadmood, Twitter, all of that stuff? What was not influenced by the beauty community, the online beauty community, basically? And I thought, hold on, that is a great idea. She came up with 3 products. Now, true say, she kind of does like the minimalist kind of thing. She doesn't really have lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of makeup like a lot of us do, like me. So to come up with 3 products, I think that that was ideal for her size collection. For myself, who has a bigger size collection, I was kind of like, okay, I need to go through my collection and see what was it that I purchased that was not influenced by social media, YouTube, beauty gurus, etc. What was things that I purchased on my own just because, and I'm excluding anything which came in subscription boxes, because you don't know what you're going to get in subscription boxes, and there may be some things that you want, some things that you don't want. So it's just pointless me picking out things that I've got in subscription boxes because I didn't have any say over what I was going to get anyway. Like, it's a mystery box. You pay for it, you get whatever, and that's what you have to deal with. So I'm excluding anything from monthly subscription boxes, which I no longer get anyway. If you guys want to see me do any subscription boxes, and I kind of am feeling like I want to have at least one, but I still kind of don't. Now let me know what you think. Do you think that I should subscribe back onto any subscription box? If so, which one? I might think about doing it. I'm not too sure at the moment. We'll see. Okay, and this is in no particular order. Let's just get that straight. Like, this is just me picking up whatever I feel. Okay, something that I used to be in love with is this Bourjois Je T'aime blush. Like, this is old AF. It's got writing here at the bottom and I can't even really see it. I don't know if you can see it. Maybe the lights will help you to see it. But it says, I still can't even see it. But it says Bourjois at the bottom. And this is in Golden Rose. And when I saw this, I absolutely loved it. And it has this, like, this is the color. It's got like flecks of gold. I don't know if you can see it as I'm wiggling my finger, but it's got slight flecks of gold. I actually thought that the gold was going to be like just an overspray, but it wasn't. There was more gold on the top when you first bought it, but there are some little flecks of gold like throughout. But oh, and it even smells gorgeous, and it's always smelled like this, and the smell hasn't dissipated. It's beautiful. Anyway, I think I bought this years and years ago, and I still use it every once in a while. I don't care, I'm still going to use it. I know they say that makeup expires and it has an 18-month shelf life. I don't care, I'm still going to use it. But not that I advise that you use expired makeup, but like, use it at your own risk and use your own discernment. Period, point blank. I got this simply because of the color. I believe that pale pinks and rosy pinks on my skin tone just adds a flush of color. Not too much, it's not too in the face, it's just beautiful. And I got this simply for that reason. I didn't care about whether it was the latest. This was what my money was allowing me to buy, because I didn't have a job which allowed me to buy high-end makeup. Even now, it's kind of like I don't have that kind of money to buy all of the new latest releases of high-end makeup. I have to pick and choose what high-end makeup I want, and even when it comes to drugstore makeup, I have to make sure that I'm using my common sense, because I need to make sure that my money goes into what it needs to go into. But this is what my money was allowing me to buy at the time, so this is what I got. I didn't care that it was the latest or the best. I wanted this, I got it, and I have not regretted it since. Next is a recent purchase, which was my Revolution Blur Stick. If you guys have watched my review on this, you know that I absolutely love it. I think that they may have been trying to do a dupe of the Milk Makeup Blur Stick, but I haven't got the Milk Makeup Blur Stick, so I can't really say that it is a dupe, that it isn't a dupe. But all I know is that I saw this in store and I said I want it. I hadn't seen anybody talking about it. I hadn't seen anybody on social media. I hadn't seen even Makeup Revolution. I hadn't seen them even promoting this as yet, but I saw it and I said, it's £10, I'm getting it. I'm gonna be the first to review it. I'm gonna be the one who's gonna be letting you know whether or not it's a good product or not. And it is a really good product. I'll tell you this now. I know that this is gonna last me a hell of a long time because there's just so much product in it. And I'm just glad that I actually took the leap of faith because, as I said, it's only £10. It's amazing. Next is my L'Oreal Colorish Golden Nude Eyeshadow. Now this is falling out of the pan, so I'm gonna hold it like this so you can see it. There you go. I literally dropped it and the whole thing came out of the pan, and because of the way that the pan is set up, I can't repress it in. Like every time I try to repress it, it just comes away from the pan. I don't know. I don't know. I think it's probably the formula that just doesn't allow it to press in. Anywho, so I got this because I wanted to have a gold highlighter, and again, I couldn't afford a highlighter. I couldn't afford one. But this, when I saw it and I swatched it, I remember I was in Superdrug and I literally went, "Ooh!" And everybody in the aisle stopped and looked at me, and I felt so silly because I came back to earth. Like, you know that moment where you just forget that you're in public? It was just beautiful. So it looks like when I dropped it, I actually messed up it doesn't shut. So I messed that up too. But anyway, here is a swatch of it. And when I first got this and I first swatched this, it was blinding. Like, this was blinding to me. I don't know what you're seeing on the camera because I don't have a monitor, but this was blinding to me. When I saw it, it was just perfect for me. And they only had the sample one, and I was so upset because I had to wait 2 or 3 days for them to get another one in, and I went to another Superdrug and I went to another Superdrug and they just did not have it, and I had to order one in, and listen. But I got it in the end, and I used this literally every single day for my highlight for a really, really long time. And then I don't know what came along and replaced it. I think I got the Carly Bible BH Cosmetics palette. Yes, that's what happened. I got the BH Cosmetics Carly Bible palette, and that had 4 highlighters on the bottom of that palette, and those were like true highlighters, and that's what showed me what highlight was supposed to really be like. This was my first attempt of having a highlight, and it was kind of like a makeshift highlight because it's not really a highlight, but it was kind of like a highlight enough for me. And I absolutely adored it when I had it, and I think I am still going to use it as a highlight, and I think I am going to start using it on my eyes because it's a beautiful shade, it's a beautiful shadow, so I am going to use it. There's no point in me letting it go to waste. Next is the Kevyn Aucoin Sensual Skin Food Foundation. I did a review on this and I found that it was just so sheer. I got this in TK Maxx. I think in the States you guys call it TJ Maxx, but I've done some research and it's the exact same store. It's just that in the UK they call it something different, but it's the exact same place. So this was supposed to be 50 something pounds or 60 something pounds, something to that effect. And this was for like 5 or 6 quid. And I remember getting this and just feeling like it's just so sheer. Who would want to have this sheer foundation on? And it's like, okay, Sinead, listen, stop it. Because there are other people who want to have different types of foundation that's different to what you currently wear. Just because you like it full coverage doesn't necessarily mean that everybody else likes full coverage. So it might be worth 50 or 60 pounds to somebody else, but it just wasn't worth 50 or 60 pounds to me. And I was glad that I only paid the 5 or 6 pounds that they made me buy, that they made me pay. Well, they didn't make me, but the 5 or 6 pound price tag that was on it, at least it was only 5 or 6 pounds. But this I hadn't seen any reviews on prior, I hadn't seen on social media prior. I just got it because I saw Kevyn Aucoin, it's in my shade. Whoa, it was in my shade. Let me just get it. And now that it's getting warmer, I think I am gonna break it out and use it, because I do prefer to have lighter makeup on during the hotter months, because you just tend to sweat and it doesn't feel as nice when you have heavier makeup on. So I probably will use this at some point during the warmer months, which is basically coming up now. Next is my MAC Conceal and Conceal and Correct palette. Yeah, the Conceal and Correct palette by MAC. I got this particular one I got years ago. As you can see, I've panned those 3 shades. I remember wanting a contour palette, but at the time I couldn't find any contour palettes. And this was when contouring was starting to become a thing. But I also wanted to have something so that I could top up my foundation during the day, because I, at that point, wasn't really into setting my foundation, so I was finding that it was disappearing during the day. So before I started setting my face, I wanted to have something like this, and the only place that I could find anything remotely near to what I wanted was MAC. So that's where I ended up getting this. And this has really served me well, because look, the majority of the shades are gone, and I've started to put this back into rotation, and I've been using this shade here for my contour, like my cream contour, and then I go over it with powder contour. And then I think not long after, the brand started coming out with contour kits and contour palettes, and I was kind of like, they were the first ones that I found. And I spent, how much did I spend on this? I can't remember how much I spent on this, but I remember having to say, you're going to spend X amount on this palette. You cannot be buying anything else for yourself for the rest of the month. I remember that, because again, I didn't have a job that was allowing me to spend that kind of money. So when I put that money aside for this product, like, that was it. You're not gonna buy yourself a bag or shoes or some clothes. Like, that's it. You've bought your little luxury item. Don't buy nothing else, okay? That's what my bank account was saying to me, and I had to say, okay, yes ma'am. Next is the BH Bronze Paradise palette. I had purchased the Forever Nude palette, and I think they had like a Forever Glam and a Forever Smoky or something like that. They had 3 of them, and I bought those 3, and then they came out with this one, and I was like, oh, I have to get this one, and I literally got it on launch. But even now, I have not seen anybody talking about this. I haven't seen anybody talking about this, but I literally got this to continue on the collection of like having these types of palettes, because it's the exact same packaging. Aside from the mirror finish, the bronze mirror finish, it's basically the same packaging as the Forever collection palettes. They have since come out with some other palettes which are very similar to this style, and I haven't yet got those. I'm not too sure if I will get them. Maybe if they come to Beauty Bay I might get them, because yeah, I just think I might wait, because at least that way I can get the free postage, the free shipping anyway. But yeah, that's why I ended up getting that one. I didn't see anybody really promoting it aside from BH themselves when they first released it. Last one is the Etude House Give Me Chocolate. This comes in 3 different types, and this is the second one, salted caramel, and I bought all 3. I absolutely adore this. Where did I see this first? I think it was just on the Etude House website, and I was looking for something else. Their website is so beautiful, it's so cute. I haven't been on there in a while though, so I think I might go on there. But yeah, so I was looking for something else. I was looking for one of their brushes. That's what it was. You know the toothbrush, the oval brush looking brushes? The first place that I saw that was, where was the first place that I saw that? I saw it on social media somewhere. Someone was using that, the Etude House version, and their version came out before it was like a big hype thing. So I went onto their website because I couldn't find anywhere in the UK that was selling it, and on eBay it was way too high or whatever. So I went onto the Etude House website and they had these, and I was like, oh my god, that is so cute, they're so pretty, let me have it. And I got it. I got all 3. Anyway, so social media had absolutely nothing to do with it. I'm sure there's a few more things in my collection that maybe I wasn't influenced by social media to get, but these were the first things that I found and that I saw and that I thought, you know what, these are most definitely a definite. So let me know, what items did you buy off of your own accord, off of your own back, that was not influenced by social media, influencers, gurus, etc, etc. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and put me on notification, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.